innings 1 through 3, innings 4 through 6, and it looks like innings 7 through 9. And leading off, we have Terry Ware. They've been very aggressive all night. Edwin, you plan on seeing that same approach again from Tuskegee for the second line out there?
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. First pitch swinging still.
Ground ball through the 5-5 hole. Nice hit, first pitch. Got a runner on first base.
Now, this the injured part is he's stealing right here, first pitch. Swinging first pitch, are we running first pitch? What was your perspective on running, on base running, when you would steal, when you wanted to steal? Would it be pitcher?
You know, it was interesting. I always liked to steal on the count. So I always felt like whenever the hitter was ahead in the count, 1-0, 2-0, 3-1, the pitcher was trying to make a pitch. Now, that's typically a fastball count, but I felt like they were more focused on making a pitch, so that's when I liked to run there. I didn't like when they were behind because that's when they can waste the pitch up in the zone and try to do a little finagle. Pitch, another first pitch. Looked like a hit and run that we had going on there. Fielded by short. Nice play to first base. Gets the force out, runner at second base right there. So we had the run situation. But it looked like that might have been a hit and run, I think, versus a straight steal in that situation.
Possibly. Being aggressive early in the count, having some hitters in motion, having some runners in motion. Making the batters put the ball in play.
And coming up, one out, Alex Glass. Now coming in, your new third baseman for Tuskegee in this situation. Comes set, runner at second base, one out. Takes the first pitch. Could be partly because he's entering the game, didn't start in the flow of it.
Nice take, first pitch slider. Probably not something ideal that he wants to swing at with a man in scoring position.
0-1 coming up. Ball in dirt for 1-1.
It was always interesting having all my position player friends, just getting perspectives on different things about baseball. When you want to run, what do you look for in a pitcher to make you run? What counts, what not to run in. So got a lot of chance to pick the brains of a lot of my friends. And even if they see something with me, as a pitcher, I never minded if an outfielder or a position player came and told me something I was doing on the mound. At the end of the day, you done study more pitchers than I have. Your job was to watch pitchers.
You know, it's funny you say that. I just did a show where Jake Peavy was talking about how pitchers have watched more hitters than hitters watch hitters. So when you have a hitter talking about hitting, probably one of the best people to go to would be the pitcher. You know, I'm looking at video of about how you're going to get me out. It may be my at-bats against you. You're looking at video of all 9 hitters, plus the bench hitters, plus somebody else. So when I first heard that, I was like, you know what? We got to start having more meetings together to understand what's going on. It shouldn't just be a hitters only and a pitchers only meeting.
In an ideal world, that's what it would be. I mean, I've seen people get mad at pitchers coming up and telling them things about their AB, and I'm like, if y'all have a friendship, his job is to watch you. His job is to exploit your holes. So it would make sense for somebody to come up and see your weaknesses. I would want somebody to come tell me.
And ideally, if you get better, we get better.
Exactly.
That's what we ultimately try to do. We got 3-1 count right here, runner at second base. Are you careful here with the base open, Edwin?
3-1 count, something down on the way. See if we can get us a little ground ball to the right side of the field, being aggressive.
That was down and away, pass ball to the backstop. Looks like we might have an aggressive runner advances to third base, ball 4. First and third with 1 out, and Austin Evans coming up. Threatening here. You know, Tuskegee hadn't had too many runners in scoring position. Can they go ahead and get one across right here?
See, this is another situation where as a pitcher, you just slow the game down and just focus on one pitch at a time. You have a man on third, obviously. It's a 1-0 ball game. Still pretty early in the game. That one run isn't a big deal, but if you can come make a pitch, get you a ground ball, you out of this inning with no harm done.
That's it. Make one pitch. Now, when you make a pitch that gets to the backstop, something down in the dirt, does that get in your head about eliminated runner going at first base? No throw. Now we have runners at second base, and that was a ball down. 1-0, runners at second base with 1 out.
I think it's just how it looks, man. Like on that pitch right there, it was a yank fastball. So either he was trying to overthrow or he wasn't really comfortable with throwing that pitch. It's a lot that you can read from the pitch and the pitch type. You know, you can have an over-aggressive wild pitch, or it could be, you know, a pretty good pitch. There was a wild pitch, maybe just got past the catcher.
And now we talked about it previously. We had a base open. What are they going to potentially look to? Oh, I think we might have another balk here.
Let's see.
Or I think he's telling him he has to stay in the wind-up or set position since he had already declared. I think the ump needed to understand what was going on. Is he going to work? Because he looks like he could be from the stretch, but obviously he's going to go from the wind-up.
Oh, changeup. Nice pitch right
Real
there.
good pitch right there. Now, again, you got first base open right now with the lefty up. The last situation, we had first base up open with the lefty on deck. Does that change your approach in this situation?
I'm staying aggressive early in the game. I'm staying aggressive. Obviously, I'm not sure what kind of hitter this is. Going back to the changeup. So as we're doing our scouting reports, we kind of have an idea on what kind of hitter this is. If this is a power hitter, I definitely don't mind with an open base. If it's somebody who's susceptible to hit a ground ball behind him and maybe get a double play. If it's a speedster behind him, then obviously it's going to be tougher. But it's a lot going into this.
Foul ball back. We got a 2-2 count. He's making some good pitches right here. You talked about, is it a power player? So this is Austin Evans. So this is the 4 hitter right now, the new first baseman for Tuskegee. So I would assume batting in the middle of the lineup. This is a little power here, so got to be cautious there. Ball in the dirt. Good block by the catcher there. Full count here. Now we got to be smart. So let's put on the hats here. What do you think this hitter is looking for? And I'm going to tell you what I think this pitcher is looking to throw.
I think the hitter's looking for a fastball. But as a pitcher, you have to be comfortable not being able to throw a fastball in this count. You know, having an off speed that you can depend on, that you're comfortable with throwing it for a strike.
Yeah, you want to trust that it's fast, but I don't think he's going to get one. Oh, that was a good job.
He went for a high changeup.
Yeah.
It worked. See, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you just go for it.
Right. It's hard to hit. People forget it is hard to hit out there. Throw a pitch, make a pitch, and I think you've always said it too. What is it? Execution over selection.
There it is.
You know, he executed his pitch right there, you know, and was able to get himself. Now he's got 1 pitch away to get out of it. 2 outs. Running to second and third, still threatening to score. Can they get one across? The batter now, Jabari Johnson, the new DH for Tuskegee.
First pitch slider. Interested to check his temperature, see where he is.
Yes.
He wasn't over aggressive. That was a pretty chill take, so I'm thinking that maybe he was taking the whole way.
And definitely something to be in mind since they've been swinging all early on, making the pitch right there. Now foul ball off to the right side, 0-2. 2 outs here, running second and third in the top of 4.
Now as a pitcher 0-2, I have 2 shots for a strikeout or weak contact. I have 2 times to make my pitch. If I don't make my pitch within those 2 pitches, then I have to kind of get back to throwing something around the plate and still hoping for weak contact.
Still working out of the windup here. Gets ready to set to deliver, makes the pitch. And strike 3 called down the middle of the plate. They get themselves out of the jam. Still 1-0 Alabama State as we get ready to go to the bottom of the 4th.
Time flies, but our vision is falling right into place. Let me show you what we've been up to.
Alexander White, CEO of Minority Baseball Prospect. This was our second MVP HBCU Home Run Derby, and guess what we at? We at Truist Park.
What's up? My name's Gabe Vasquez, and I just won the Home Run Derby. You know, it's every little kid's dream to, you know, be in a Home Run Derby and win it. And Minority Baseball gave me the platform, gave me the opportunity.
Reggie Hollins of Minority Baseball Prospects, the president and COO. We're here live in Gastonia, North Carolina for our 2022 Underclass All-American Game.
Especially being in this beautiful park, ballpark of the Palm Beaches, man, with the best players in the country.
So you might be wondering, where do we go next? Well, stay tuned, because we're just getting started.
now into a year of existence. We've been doing camps and clinics across the country. We did a 33-city.
Back at the Flyball Classic in Montgomery, Alabama. We're still sitting here at 1-0 Alabama State as they come up. Tuskegee has a new pitcher in, Daniel DJ Williams, throwing from the right side, getting a chance to face Alabama in the bottom of the fourth. Still joined here with Edwin Jackson coming in here, and he's talking that talk and walking that walk and seeing how these pitchers are throwing. It seems like every time he's talking about it, we're seeing the pitchers execute here. So for you, Edwin, you did a great job of not only starting but relieving, being long relief. This is in a normal situation, this could be a long relief situation, but obviously in fall baseball, everyone's going to get a little work in. But when you're coming in the middle of the game, what's your thought process to get yourself in? How does it change from being a starter to a closer to a reliever?
The thing about middle of the game, you have to come in attacking the zone. You can't afford to play around like a starter can. A lot of times you come in the middle of the game, it's a close game. The tone has already been set. The starter's already set the tone. So when you coming in, you want to keep the rhythm going, you want to keep the pace going, and you want to keep your defense on their toes.
And we've seen, like you said, the pace being set. Alabama State has been a little less aggressive than Tuskegee has been. So, you're trying to get yourself in a situation. This is Luke Paraminter, the third baseman for Alabama State, coming back up here. You're in a 2-1 count, the middle of the lineup, the 4-hitter for Alabama. Let's see if they can get something across. 2-1 pitch here, nobody out.
Oh, nice little breaking ball right there.
Yeah, to get it back in there. 2-2. I always felt like that 2-1 count was a good pitcher's count to throw something like that. Curveballs, changeups, sliders, all that stuff.
And, nice inside pitch. Especially being in American League, Kurt, like you were. Back when we were coming up, it was a very, very different style of pitching from American to national. I feel like all the American League players couldn't wait to enter league because you was going to be getting some fastballs from the National League pitchers.
I don't know what it was. It's like, all right, they just keep throwing fastballs. All right, I'm be ready. 3-2 pitch here. 2-2 pitch.
Oh, so they called that last one. That was a foul tip.
Foul tip, yeah.
But
yeah, 2-2 pitch.
The distinct differential styles of distinct different styles of pitching was it was super easy to see. I'm not so sure now, but American League, you never gave in. It didn't matter if you threw 100, you might catch 5 sliders.
Yeah. I always felt like that's why when you went down to the National League, I remember the first time we faced, it was the Cincinnati Reds, and we had Joel Zumaya, and Joel Zumaya was throwing 100, and Brandon Phillips was turning it around. I was like, what is going on? They said, man, the National League love to hit them fastballs. 3-2 pitch, another high fastball to strike him out. Great pitch right there by DJ Williams. 1 out. Now coming to bat, Devin Chandler for Alabama State. Number 44, the DH.
I feel like the times when I did switch leagues, the times that I did struggle, maybe that was a reason too. I threw more fastballs. The catcher was calling more fastballs when I had just come from American League. We're really mixing it up. Veteran catcher back there really mixing it up. And those hitters not really knowing what's coming, especially with me throwing hard. Then when I went to the Cubs the first year, I bet my fastball percentage rose tremendously. I would be interested to look back at it. It's probably something I should have checked back then, but it would be interesting to see my fastball percentages from the times that I excelled and the times that I didn't.
It's funny you say that because, our vice chair, CC Sabathia, he made a move like that. He started his career with the Cleveland Indians and then was traded to the Milwaukee Brewers. So he went from American League to National League. And he always talked about how it was an easy transition for him because when he got down there, he could throw a lot of off-speed stuff, and he stayed to it. And especially once he got through the meat of the lineup, he knew the pitcher also was hitting. Did that change anything, knowing, okay, I'm going to face the pitcher at some point 1 through 9?
That is definitely something that you're looking at as an out. Obviously, there are some pitchers that can hit very well, but you're looking at the pitcher, somebody who's not taking BP every day, is not a hitter. You're looking at that as being a quick AB, and sometimes it doesn't happen that way.
2-0 pitch right here. 3-0 pitch, starting to get a little erratic around the zone, see if you can calm it down. Just get back, work in the middle of the plate. Big field out here. We've only had a couple big drives out there. But a 3-0 pitch, you definitely don't want to walk anybody right here. Make a pitch, get back into it. Were you ever worried about hitters swinging 3-0? Was that always in the back of your mind, or you not so much?
Certain hitters. I knew if I was getting to that 2, 3, 4 hitter, that they may swing.
They may swing.
And it may be 1 through 4 depending on the lineup. Because, you look at the Dodgers, they have Ohtani leading off sometimes.
That's right.
So, 1-hole hitter is really a 4-hole hitter. But it's something that you keep in the back of your mind that some of those hitters definitely have the green light, and you kind of pick and choose and know those hitters. You better know them before you're going into the game.
That's it. And just like that, back to a 3-2 count, making the payoff pitch here. Breaking ball up in the zone, ball 4. Run on first base, which will bring up Michael Pryor.
It's like you say, though, Kurt, hitting is so hard, and sometimes pitchers give hitters too much credit. You get 3-0, you make a good pitch, they foul it off, and you like, why didn't I just do that 1-0?
That's it.
You know, why did I put myself in a 3-0 count when it's really not that easy to hit? Even though some of those people are so good, they make it look very, very simple. It's a hard thing to do.
Quick slide step there, 1-0, ball down and in, runner on first base. Pick to first. Not in time. Just making them think about it. Looking like they're definitely worried about the running game. Quick to the plate. Quick to first. High leg kick right there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Run on first base.
That could be the pitch to bring them back in this account. You know, sometimes it just take 1 pitch, 1 strike to really bring you back and hone you back into your rhythm.
Pass ball there. Runner will advance to second. 2 balls, 1 strike. Checking to see if he went. He did not. Now we're pressuring. Alabama State with the runner on second base. Looking to add to this lead 1-0 here in Montgomery, Alabama for the Flyball Classic. Tuskegee versus Alabama State. First-time Players Alliance, Don't Blink, minority baseball prospects in the city of Montgomery together with the Flyball Jubilee. Great crowd tonight, especially on a Friday here in the South. As you know, football dominates the South. Evan, did you play football growing up?
I did. I played football all the way up until 10th grade. He put that in play. That's going to drop.
That's going to play in. We got to play at the plate. No throw. Run across the board. 2-0 Alabama State. Little jam shot in between the shortstop and the center fielder. RBI single to go up 2-0.
Those are the ABs that you have to get out of your head as a pitcher. When you're kind of struggling to find a plate, then you make a good pitch and somebody just bloop it in for a nice little bleeder. For the batter, obviously it's a single, so he doesn't care. It's a single with RBIs. For the pitcher, you like, man, I made a good pitch. I was struggling. I made a good pitch, and you know they put it in plate and it fell for a hit. You can't worry about that. You just have to come in, and this is where you lock it down and you keep that one pitch away mentality.
Who is the one that's telling you about that? Is that your catcher? Is that your coach? How are you getting reminded, hey, that was a good pitch in that situation? It just ended up not getting the luck that you wanted.
I think this come over time, as it happens to you more times than not. Obviously, I've had times where I let it get to me, and you learn from those mistakes. So those are the part of the game where you grow as a pitcher.
Yep.
And a good catcher is going to come out and remind you, hey, good pitch, keep it there. You know, so those good catchers are going to control the game, and that's what's important with a good catcher. They're going to keep the control of the game going, and they're going to control the pitcher.
Fastball up, 2-0, 2 outs, runner on first base. Batter is Kyler McIntosh. See if they can extend the inning or get themselves out of it. Looking to set up in. Runner takes off. Base hit to left field. Oh, we might have an interference call there. Play at third, safe. No interference call. Runner did run into the fielder at second base, but didn't affect the play. Hard hit single to left field. Running on the pitch, we have first and third with 2 outs. Still challenging again, DJ Smiley coming on up here. Actually looks like that's DJ Smiley coming in to hit. 2 outs, first and third, still threatening there, trying to put the pressure on him. And again, as we talked about, it's a Friday night in Montgomery, Alabama, and playing a fall baseball game, and the crowd was electric with a lot of people out here, young kids out here playing, old kids out here playing and watching, and also a lot of family and friends out there. First pitch changeup down in the dirt, 1-0. So, Edwin, in these situations here, you know, pitch count starting to get up a little bit here. Do you start feeling yourself getting a little bit fatigued there? Are you thinking to yourself, are there certain pitches you like to do and certain things to get yourself back into it?
This is kind of where you take a step off the mound and take a breather, reset, focus on execution. Right there, nice pitch.
Deep fly ball to center field, going back.
No.
Got it off the wall. 1 run will score. A runner around first. 2 runs will score. A hard hit double. Smacks it off the wall. Makes it 4-0. Alabama State here.
These are the days as a pitcher you use it as a learning lesson. If you look at his last few ABs, it's just been behind an account where you have to throw something across the plate. There are going to be times where you don't put yourself in a position.
Pinch runner coming in for DJ Smiley after smacking that double off the wall. Hitter now, Quentin Jenkins. Runner on second, 2 outs. Again, continuing the pressure and a lot of damage with 2 outs and runners in scoring position. Give credit to the hitters over there at Alabama State. That's always a tough situation to be in, but they have stayed calm and poised to get a couple runners to come across the board here.
See if we can make a pitch right here to get out of this inning. We got the second base trying to go with a pick and
pops him up to the right side of the field. First pitch swinging. This will get him out of there.
There you go.
Inning over. But not after Alabama State puts up 3. Now getting a chance to go into the top of 5. Alabama State leading Tuskegee 4-0 as we get ready for the top of the 4th.
Where we handed out COVID supplies, handed out food to those in need, and a lot of kids of color received their first bat and glove because of the Players Alliance. So you see the connections here, how all these guys came together and said, we see where we are, but we know we can do better. We know we can go further.
The thing that the Players Alliance is doing is offering something that's far more powerful than equipment. Access is great. Opportunity is tremendous. Hope is a difference maker.
We need more diversity in our game, not just on the field, but everywhere. Front offices, commissioner's office, everywhere. And those 2 goals continue to bring this group together. We're going to commit over the next 10 years $100 million of funding at a minimum to the Players Alliance. That number could be as high as $150 million.
It's one thing when the staff is out there doing it. It's another thing when Granderson is out there doing it.
This is a big step moving forward. This is going to allow us to continue to keep doing all the things that we said we're going to do, that we've already been doing, and we'll hopefully continue to do more things as we build from this moment on.
It's been 3 years since we started this. Time flies. But our vision is falling right into place. Let me show you what we've been up to.
Alexander White, CEO of Minority Baseball Prospect. This is our second MVP HBCU Home Run Derby, and guess what we had? We had Truist Park.
What's up? My name's Gabe Vasquez, and I just won the Home Run Derby. You know, it's every little kid's dream to, you know, be in a Home Run Derby and win it. And Minority Baseball gave me the platform, gave me the opportunity.
Reggie Hollins of Minority Baseball Prospects, the president and COO. We're here live in Gastonia, North Carolina for our 2022 underclass All-American game.
We are back at the top of 5 as a new pitcher coming into the game for Alabama State. Lefty throwing. We don't have a name, but they have a lefty over there. Tuskegee looking to bounce back after being down 4-0 here. We're going to see if they can get this thing going for them.
How aware were you as a hitter, Kurt, after a long inning, your pitcher just went out there and had a long inning of not swinging at the first pitch or trying to battle back and have a great AB for the first one?
You know, I always took into consideration that I needed to give my pitcher some rest. Now, if this is a normal game, there's a good chance that pitcher is probably going to go back in the game. Because it's fall ball, there might be a new pitcher, so it might change a little bit. But, hey, I never minded hitting behind the count, so I was probably automatically taking at least 1 and possibly 2, depending on what happens. So we've seen him take the first 2 pitches here. again, just a little more rest because I'm looking at if I can keep you fresh for the longevity of it, it'll help us. I may not be able to get the results I want here, but I'm looking at you keeping us in the ball game so that way maybe when I get my at-bat in the 6th, the 7th, and 8th, everything is still close.
Right, because my thought process as a pitcher, I'm like, all right, they just had a long inning. Maybe I get a free strike right here on this first hitter.
They shouldn't be swinging.
It doesn't work like that all the
All
time.
the time.
But, nice outside corner. But sometimes you pick and choose of your batters where you're like, okay, this is a good time to jump ahead in the account. Jump ahead in the count and try to get advantage in my corner as early as possible.
Yeah, and sometimes I thought, like, man, they might give me a pitch right down the middle of the plate. 2-2 in the dirt. Now 3-2.
But like you said, you didn't mind hitting behind an account. I feel like most good hitters don't mind hitting behind an account.
And I feel like this is a very successful at bat. You know, we got 5 pitches here. I did everything I needed to do to hopefully give you a little bit of rest. Now the result, hey, one way or the other, it doesn't matter, but I've given you enough time to get some rest here. So 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Good little outside fastball, arm side run. As you can see, Tuskegee them talking, you know, haven't seen this hitter yet, or pitcher yet. So trying to get the information done. Rodney Mudd up the bat. Rodney Mudd steps to the plate, getting a little bit of advice. Little step off, couldn't see the signs there. Was that tough? Did you have your catchers put fingernails or take the fingers? How'd you do it?
Sometimes I feel like I have pretty good vision.
You can see?
I can see the ball pretty well from the catcher.
First pitch swinging, foul ball.
We did have some catchers that put the paint strips.
Yeah.
Or sometimes they would put the sticky pads on their fingernails.
How complicated did you get with your signs?
Man, it really didn't get super complicated until I was with Oakland and we faced Houston after an allegation of somebody was giving signs the night before.
Had to switch it up a little bit.
That was the most exhausted I ever been. Ooh, nice backdoor breaking ball, called ball. But that was the most exhausted I ever been with signs because everything was backwards. 1s were curveballs, 2s were fastballs, 3 was changeups, 4s were sliders. Plus you had 1, 2, 3 on the arm. It was a lot going on that game.
Yeah.
It went well though. It went well. It was worth the mind battle.
Do you like the idea of having the mind battle, having it super complicated, or just constantly switching the signs up? Just having multiple signs throughout the course of the game. We're doing the first set of sequence, the second set of sequence. Which way did you like?
I feel like when you have a catcher that can just give you a tap and you can change what signs you use, whether it's first, second, third, and then you can keep the same signals. That wasn't bad. Once I got comfortable with the 1s and 2s and 3s and 4s and everything mixed up, then it wasn't bad, but I didn't mind mixing them up.
Okay.
I didn't make it too complicated, but just enough to where it couldn't be figured out.
Yeah. Swing it, foul ball to the right side, 2-2, 1 out. A little late on that one.
It was a couple years. It didn't matter what sign I used because I was tipping, so it didn't matter. They had a beat on me.
How'd you find out you were tipping?
Came from a friend on another team.
Another
pitcher. He knew we wasn't facing them anymore, and he was like, "By the way, we have your signs."
Another foul ball, 2-2 pitch. I always thought that was an interesting thing. Like I would pick up tips, but again, always of the opposition. I couldn't pick up my teammates. I don't know what it was. They're like, "Hey, see if you see something." I'm looking, can't see something. Then you'd bring a pitcher from the other team, got him. Just like that. I don't know what it was.
It's not very fun when they have your pitches, especially if it's something that's easy to see and they can see it before the pitch is coming.
Yep. Breaking ball outside, full count right here. 3-2, 1 out. No one on base. And the tipping is always such a crazy thing. I mean, some people have very small tips. Some people have big tips. But they say that every pitcher tips. It's just a matter, can you see it or not?
Exactly.
3-2 payoff pitch. Misses arm side, ball 4. Runner on first base, bringing up Eli Spites. Eli, runner on first.
Man, I was going from the stretch. I mean, when I was going from the wind up, if I put my head down early, it was an off speed. If I stayed looking at the catcher, it was a fastball.
Wow.
So that was very easy to see. And then I go back and I replay ABs in my head of people hitting off me, and I'm like, he hit that like he knew it was coming. There's no way he hit that fastball inside 98 like that after he just swung at a slider like that.
Yeah.
So I go back and replay it in my mind, and I'm like, man, that's where it was. Because a lot of times with bases loaded, I would go back to the windup.
Yeah.
And I got in trouble a couple of times where teams knew it was coming and they hit the ball. They didn't miss it.
And that's the thing that shows that, athletes are creatures of habit, and you just fall into a pattern and a routine and just get going and have no idea. And, good pick over there to first base. Safe, getting back in time. Those lefty step-off, pick-off moves, always got to be conscious of that. Delivery, 0-0. Ball one, outside down.
What was your thought process with a lefty on the mound? Was it get a late jump, then get picked off, or was it just go for it and just try to see if you can time it perfect?
It was interesting. If a lefty had a good move, I basically shut it down. I didn't want to run the risk of getting picked up. I was looking for the dirt ball read. And I also had to make sure they weren't a reader.
Mm-hmm.
A lefty can pick up their foot slow, and they're looking at you. So if you take off, I was always worried they can throw at me. So I just had to time it right. Again, use the count to my advantage. So, okay, he can't afford to mess around here. He's going to try to make a pitch here, try to guess right. Another step off here. Close play, safe. And then if they end up picking me off, then I got to get to the inside of that dirt, or the grass and the dirt, and hope that they throw it down and they hit me in the back. Try to get in the way of that throw. But I also liked after a pick. I always felt like whenever a pitcher made a pick, there was a good chance they didn't like to pick twice in a row. And so far we've seen that pattern right now. Pick and then a pitch to the plate. Pick and then a pitch to the plate. So if you picked once, I'm going. If you pick twice, I'm definitely trying to look about going the third time.
It'll be interesting to see if they ever implement the 3-pick rule in college baseball.
Oh, heads up over down there on the line. You want to be out there to see the action, but you also got to keep your head on the swivel as he fouls it off to the right side there. Yeah, it'll be interesting if they do it, if they want to make the game fast. But the college game is already pretty quick. I think they did that to kind of speed it up, And as a pitcher, if you knew you had a runner over there, you're going to hold, you're going to step off, you're going to do whatever you need to. And all that stuff takes time, which they are trying to eliminate.
Right.
2-2 here. And he's running. And hits to the
keep going, keep
Gotta
going,
see the ball.
keep going.
Beats the ball. Runner was running on the pitch. A little dribble to the right side, but had the defense out of position as the runner started to move. And as you see, with putting the ball in play, good things happen right there.
Now, what on that play right there, Curtis? What are you looking for as a runner? You are the runner stealing base. Or you have a hit and run, so obviously you're stealing. After you slide, what are you doing to help pick up the ball quicker? Are you seeing it as it's hit? Do you take one peek as you run it down?
So ideally, when I was stealing, I always try to look in to see where the ball was going to be hit. Now, you didn't always see it. But then if you didn't see it, I got to use my coaches out there on the field to my advantage. And for him running the second base, the closest coach in my eyesight, and the runner's running on the first pitch here, throw down the second base in time, but drops it. Safe. And they're looking to run and get aggressive with it. But I'm picking up the third base coach because that's my eyes right there. And you do get a little lost out there. You don't know where the ball is. The defenses are moving around. The crowd is making a little noise. So now you got to pick up that third base coach.
Right.
Luckily makes it to third base. I don't think he's going to score in a situation like that, but that's what you got to end up doing in that situation. Runners on second and third. Runner one out. Threaten, looking to get back into it. Strike one. Forgot what the first pitch was called in that situation because we had the throwdown. But let's see if they can get some runs across the board right here.
They got themselves set up in a pretty good position, man. That second and third, one out. Put the ball in play. Put the ball in play right here.
That's
you may be able to get a run.
Especially with the infield back, stay in the middle of the field, hit it on the ground, you get at least one across. If you get lucky and hit it through, you get two across. Second and third, one out, 2-1, the count. Oh, good swing right there. Deep left center field. Getting back on it, caught at the warning track. Runners tag up, one run across. They got one on the board. 4-1. Deep fly ball to left field. And still threatening. Runner on third. We making ourselves a game.
If there was one runner that you think could tag up on that ball and try to score, who you think it would be?
Hey, that person is here today. His name is Nook Logan.
I tried to set you up for that.
Oh, man. I saw Nook run with the best of them. I've seen him score from first on a bunt. You talk about there's two people I think that are the best on the bases. One currently is Shohei Ohtani, but one that I played with is Nook Logan from Mississippi, Natchez, Mississippi. Ran a 6'1", is tall, lengthy, and could get leaning with the best of them. And he could get to moving.
Long strides. He covered a lot of ground.
And he cut them bases with the best of them. Swinging it. Foul ball.
He got the head out.
They trying to get out there. 2 strikes, runner on third here. 2 outs. Still threatening here. See if they can get another one to come across to cut into this lead.
That's amazing that some players can take that ball right there and score from second.
Oh, man.
That is fast.
Yeah, fast and moving and cutting it with no hesitation. Got to read it right. Got to get the good jump. Got to cut that base and just stay going. Oh, heads up. Get out the way. But you know what's interesting right there, Edwin? We talked about how hitting, we give a lot of credit there. Even on that play, the chances that the fielder is going to catch the ball, hit the cutoff man, make a good throw, the catcher's going to catch it, and tag it all in the same time, a lot has to go right. So if you think about it, you could be more aggressive. Think about the top outfielders and how many putouts they have at home plate. You might lead the league with 7 or 8. So as good as arms are, base hit to the right side, deep in the out. Save right there. We got some action going on there. 4-2. Beat it out.
That was
hit it
nice
to the
right
right
there.
side deep. The second baseman had to field that ball in the grass.
That was a great AB.
Yeah.
That was a great AB. He battled, and he got something. He didn't hit his heart, but it was placed very well, and he was fast enough to beat the play at first.
And you said something earlier. Put the ball in play, and good things can happen. There you go. You got the ball put in play. Stuff happened. Let's see if they're still running here. We had the previous 2 runners running when they got the first base. 2 outs here. Let's see how aggressive they are in this situation.
This right here is a batter. Now you're looking to do damage right here. You're looking for that first pitch, something you can get going, get some momentum on.
Got to look there, and the pitcher was thinking about it with the step off, and now this is a perfect time. He stepped off but didn't throw. I'm going. First pitch, I'm going right there. I would have been running right there. I would have been running. He wasn't going to throw it twice over there. We just saw it. He already fell into the pattern, and now he's trying to save his arm. That step off and throw like that, that's a hard throw. I know you don't do it much on the right-hand side, but that's a tough throw to make. Foul ball off to the right side. And now we're definitely running. 2 outs. Worst case scenario, if I get thrown out, I get to reset you at the bat right here.
It's tough to get a good base runner with that throw. Even the people that have a strong move like that, y'all are so quick. You don't mind a bang bang back in first.
But I'm running right now. There he goes. Ball out. Good throw. Ooh, good throw. Safe is the call. That was a good throw right there. Came out there hot.
Man, that was a good slide.
Yeah.
That was a good throw, too. When he let go of the ball, I thought it might be an out. But that was a great slide. He
made up for it with that throw right there because he got a good jump.
Yeah, he did.
Now we got to run on second base. 2 outs. Still threatening. Tuskegee trying to get back into this thing.
We got ourselves a ball game, folks. Oh.
Foul ball straight back.
I like the pitchers coming at him, though.
Let's do it,
He's challenging him. I mean, it's fun. It's fun sometimes up there, mano-a-mano. Let's see who has what today. Have you ever had a pitcher just throw you all fastballs?
I'm sure it has. I had to think about some. One of the best to do it was Bartolo Colon. You knew what you were getting. There was no tricking. Change up to get out of the inning, but not before getting 2 across. 4-2 as we go to the bottom of the second. They cut into that lead. Can Alabama State answer on the bottom half of this inning?
There we go.
That was fun.
Man, the vibe is crazy, man. Especially being in this beautiful park, ballpark of the Palm Beaches, man, with the best players in the country.
So you might be wondering, where do we go next? Well, stay tuned, because we're just getting started.
Community Catch is a new activation that we have here at TPA where we just want to share the love with a ball and a glove. So we want to do that. We want to engage with these kids as best as we can. We want to teach them to have love for baseball. There's a lot of people in this community that stand up for the kids here, and we want to come in and show the representation that they look just like us and they can be just like us. There's a lot of people here today. We got My Brother's Keeper. We're doing a partnership with them. We got people in the community that show up for the kids. We got former big leaguers and current professional baseball players. There's so much knowledge and so much love to go around.
The biggest thing for today with the Players Alliance being here today is, one, of course, you have the kids, but then you also have the adult presence. And one of the things we started seeing right now, as we try to get more kids playing, kids that look like us, we have fathers and brothers and uncles that are saying, okay, I haven't played catch with them, or I didn't play. How do I get involved with it? So we're showing you that you can come out even not having any baseball experience and still have a good time. If you look at most baseball movies historically, there's always a father and a son playing catch. We want to make sure we replicate that. And it doesn't have to just be fathers. It's that person who you think is the father figure in your life. That could be big brother, that could be a neighbor, that could be uncle, that could be your father, whoever it happens to be, or in this case, former professional baseball players. And that's why we're here today.
And I won't let you go. I won't let you go. You are not alone. And I won't let you go.
Hey everybody, Jeff Johnson back. Patterson Field, Players Alliance. I'm going to tell you what, you guys were just treated to something special. Those two young men that were on just a little while ago just did a great job. And the baseball is looking really good. Tuskegee is at bat right now. Alabama's at bat right now. Alabama State. All these schools in Alabama. 2 balls, 1 strike. We've got a big weekend of things coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you check it out. Here's a pitch. A little low. Appeal to third base. All right. That's ball 4. Puts it in a big walk. Oh, let me get back here. Sorry about that, folks. All right, we're back at the top of the inning, I think, or the top of the order. Jalen Hill, senior pitcher, number 1. Man on first base. Here's a windup. Here's a pitch. Caught that outside corner. Strike 1. Good block by the catcher, but he blocked it in front, and the runner got a great jump. Made his way to second base. Counts 1-1. Another ball down to the dirt. Good play by the catcher. Number 14. Oh, no, excuse me. That is not him. Can't see the number. Two and 1. He took a healthy cut at that one. He knocked his own self down. 2 balls, 2 strikes. No outs. Bottom of the 5th inning. Another ball that's down. Full count. Infielder's trying to keep that man at second base as much as possible, playing with him. Pitcher giving him the look. But I think the pitcher's all staring right down on this full count pitch. Another good turn on it, but turned it foul. Three-two. Pickoff attempt at second. Pitcher just ate it. Ball down in the dirt. He's going to try to go to third, and a pitch at him. And that runner gets in and is safe at third. And drew the walk as well. So we got men on the corners, no outs. The score 4-2 in favor of Tuskegee. In favor of Alabama State. In favor of Alabama State. Yes, my fact checkers are looking at me going, what's wrong with you, man? Let's get the right numbers. Sorry about that, folks. It's, during the fall season, a lot of times, the different institutions will give the players, a jersey with something on it. Sometimes they're not the right one. Sometimes they're not the right numbers. Unfortunately, we don't have numbers on one of the jerseys, and we have numbers on the other ones, but we'll call our best. This is the Flyball Jubilee, Montgomery, Alabama. Patterson Field, historic Patterson Field. Brought to you by the Players Alliance. Here's the pitch. And we got a guy, he's going on to second, and he is safe. Are they playing 12? They're going to play 12? I thought they were playing 9. 9? Okay. I think. One strike. Here's the pitch. Inside. 1-1. And we've got a little bit of a break in the action. We just want to remind you that there is a lot of things going on this whole weekend. We have a minority softball prospects event tomorrow night, as well as the pro workout here at Patterson Field in the morning. A lot of seminars, some other seminars and different things the Players Alliance will be doing with the players and the families as well. Because, again, the players can do something, they're out there playing the game, but they got to have those supports, and we really appreciate all the parents and family that comes out to the game. Here's a pitch. A little high. 2-1. Pitch outside. Actually, that was 3-1 and sent him down to first base. We've got the entire pond covered with ducks. And here comes the next batter up, number 33. That's Jordan Peterman. He looks at a strike. The ball's a little outside there. 1-1. Bases loaded once again. The catcher's getting a workout. 2-1. Brought a ball inside on him. He took a mighty cut at it. It's 2-2. And there's a hit, a great play at third base to try to stop the ball, and he's going to try to get it over to the first. Great stretch by that first baseman to get that man at first base, but a great stop and throw from the third baseman. 1 run scores. Scores now 5-2 in the bottom of the 5th. 1 out. Alabama State leading the game. First pitch is down for a ball. Player digs in. Here's the pitch. Chops it over to third again, but foul. Crowd's thinned out just a little bit here, ladies and gentlemen, but it's okay. It's definitely a big weekend event. A lot of stuff going on in the area. Right behind us is a big high school football game going on as well. That was a swing on, and 1-2 is the count. Foul ball back to the backstop. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Yeah. And great pitch, sends him down. 2 outs. Man on second, man on third. Hank Aaron comes up. I'm only kidding. He's wearing 44. But he would love to be Hank Aaron in this situation right now to knock in these 2 runs. Here's the pitch. He did take a mighty cut at it. Another pitch. That's a ball. 1-1. Good patience on that. 2-1. Base runners are dancing out there. Inside, and he's going to try to get it, make it home, and it is going to get him. He's going to be out. The hesitation from that third base runner. He ran right into the out. That brings us to the top of the 6th inning. The score, 2-5 in favor of Alabama State. We'll be right back.
Where we still riding swangers and put diamonds in our niggas. Pour drink inside my lemonade till it look like a Pepsi. See, I come from the D where we got checks and we be flexing. If you ain't from my state, then you should know, don't miss it. Okay, Swaggy and Sassy. What was it that you wanted to show me?
Grandpa, you said the Swaggy chain harnessed the power and spirit of the Negro Leagues, waiting for someone with the passion and determination to unlock it. Something amazing just happened. I think I activated the power.
Yes, you should have seen him throw the ball like the legend Satchel Paige.
That's remarkable, Swaggy. You have the opportunity to carry on the legacy of thousands of talented players.
Whoa, I had no idea there were so many.
The Negro Leagues were filled with talent and resilience. It wasn't until recently that over 300 of those players were acknowledged in the Baseball Hall of Fame. There was Willard Brown, known for hitting the home runs. Ben Taylor, known as the best first baseman in the game. And there's Oscar Charleston, fearless, and can steal a base with ease.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. The Flyball Jubilee. Montgomery, Alabama, historic and relevant and beautiful Patterson Field. Jeff Johnson here with you. This event is brought to you by the Players Alliance, doing great things for a lot of great people. In the top of the 7th inning, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or 6. Top of 7th. First pitch by the new pitcher on the mound right now is number 35, Jared Harmon. Jared comes with a sidearm kind of submarine motion. Got a weak hit right there, or weak at bat. Catcher pops out, throws it to first base, 1 down. Coming up next batter for Tuskegee. And he laces one right into center field for a base hit. Making that large turn at first base. Always looking to press the advantage. Third batter for Tuskegee comes up. Go, Apps, go. Sorry. I had to say that. I went to Appalachian State University. Just heard that too much in my life. Man at first base digging in, wanting to steal. Here's the pitch. Fouls it off. 1 strike. Oh. Strike 2 on swing and a miss. Remember, tomorrow from 11 a.m. until about 1 p.m., we've got our Focus City Showcase. Should be a lot of fun out here at Patterson Field. Come by and check that out. Then right after, we've got the Legacy softball game at ASU and their home run derby, the Dirty Derby home run derby. Say that 3 times fast. He waves on 3 and is set down. 2 down. Top of 7. Our music maestro is doing fantastic work. Got that organ game going good, the jingle game going good, the stinger game going good, the music game is on point. Here's a pitch. Foul back, strike 1. Y'all, we've been having a great time here so far. It's been really nice. Weather's been great, and we are praying for all of those folks that are anywhere in the flooded areas. Please take care of yourselves. Hopefully, folks that know them, make sure you check on them. That sidearm, he brings that ball way around, and it looks like it's going to come and hit you, but then it breaks back over the plate. Foul ball, strike 2. Wind up the pitch. Little outside. We're going to go have a throw down to second base. Oh, he is going to miss him, and he looks like he is safe. A lot of speed on that team. They get around on you. A lot of speed on both these teams. Very athletic teams. 2 strikes, 1 ball, 2 outs. Top of the 7th. And he sets him down. No runs. Score 2-5. Still in favor of Alabama State. Get it fixed? Oh, wow.
Wow, that was amazing, Swaggy!
Just like that, Swaggy. You're embodying the spirit of these legendary players.
It's been 3 years since we started this. Time flies. But our vision is falling right into place. Let me show you what we've been up to.
Alexander White, CEO of Minority Baseball Prospects. This is our second MVP HBCU home run derby, and guess what we at? We at Truist Park.
What's up? My name's Gabe Vasquez, and I just won the home run derby. You know, it's every little kid's dream to, you know, be in a home run derby and win it. And Minority Baseball gave me the platform, gave me the opportunity.
Reggie Hollins of Minority Baseball Prospects, the president and COO. We're here live in Gastonia, North Carolina for our 2022 underclass All-American game.
Especially being in this beautiful park, ballpark of the Palm Beaches, man, with the best players in the country.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Patterson Field, Jeff Johnson here with you. It is 5-2 in favor of Alabama State University. Bottom of the 7th inning. And we're ready for some more baseball. Been a great night for it so far. Weather right now, as a matter of fact, is looking pretty good, actually. I mean, we got a nice, partly cloudy night, just a little bit. Temperature is about 70 degrees. And the baseball has been very good. Players Alliance event this is. We do appreciate them doing this. Minority Baseball Prospects, MVP Helping Hands, Minority Softball Prospects in the house. First pitch, foul ball. Back to the backstop. Strike 1. Young man on the mound. Lefty. 1-1. A little high up. Counts at 2-1. Inside. 3 balls, 1 strike. Here's the payoff. Called strike. Brings it to a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Outside, draws the walk. Up now for Alabama State, number 23, Mikael Pryor, an outfielder, 6'4", from Harvest, Alabama. Ball 1 on that pitch. Little half-hearted attempt to throw back over to first base, trying to keep the runner close, not letting it get out of hand. This is where Curtis Granderson said he would go right here. This little young man did not. Pitch came in, a little high, ball 2. Got through the 5-hole of the catcher. Easy move over to second base for the runner there. 3 balls, no strikes. Almost made a little throwing error, throwing it back to the pitcher. But had folks behind him to make sure it wasn't going to get too far. And that player on second base was not going to get over to third. I want to say a quick congratulations to Mark Church for making his major league debut against the Angels today, Texas Ranger. Good luck to that young man. Wonderful guy. Wonderful family. Great baseball player. Mark Church. Let's go, Mark. And drew another walk. We've got men on first and second. No outs. And the catcher went out and just a little talk, trying to calm his pitcher down, get him to throw some strikes. And we're getting ready to come back here. Here's the pitch. He's going to third base. Good try on that throw there. Got that ball out of his hand. The catcher got the ball out of his hand really quick. But the runner on second base had a really good jump. And the runner on first couldn't go anywhere because of the quickness of that throw. So now you got them dead at the corners. And they're trying to figure out what they're going to do. They're going to have a little talk. I think the umpire is going to try to curtail some of these conversations here. But we'll see how it goes. Yeah, the umpire said, hey, let's keep this thing going. Ball high, ball 1. Leave your shot on plate. That ball hit off the backstop for a foul. 1-1. Here's the windup. Runner at first base. Looks like he's going to try to go somewhere, but he's not. Ball is down and inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Man on first, man on third. Here's the pitch. Inside again. And actually, I think that might have hit him. And he goes down to first base with the bases loaded again. That brings up number 5, DeMarcus Smiley, a senior catcher out of Selma, Alabama. Previous school was Grambling State University. He just got hit in the back, and he scores a run. And I think we'll see. I think this... Nope. Going to leave him in. I mean, he only has a certain amount of time that he can pitch anyway, so they got to leave him in and give him a chance. Going to have a pinch runner going out for the gentleman on first base. That's number 45, Sean Bridges, from Montgomery, Alabama, out of St. James High School. Six to 2 is now the score. Bottom of 7. 1 run scored. 6 to 2. And we're going to have a visit from the coach. A lot of good stuff going on tomorrow, folks. Remember, we've got our community catch, which is really neat. 9 a.m. till 10 a.m. It's just a time for families to come out, courtesy of the Players Alliance, just to throw ball with your son or daughter. We'd love to have them out here. At 11 a.m. till about 1 or 2 o'clock, we've got the Focus City Showcase, where these young men put on their skills for the scouts to see. And then a big softball game and the Dirty Derby in softball over on the ASU campus. Here's the pitch. Almost hit him again. He hit him. And that scores another run. Bases are still loaded. Score 7 to 2. That's a nice pitch right there. Strike 1. Up to bat is number 17 for Alabama State, Zaylen Smith. Zaylen Smith from Douglas, Georgia. Coffee County High School. Foul back. 2 balls. 2 strikes, excuse me. Strike 2. Pitch on the way. Mighty cut at it. He misses it. 1 out. Isaiah Landry up. Out of Pittsburgh, California. Clayton Valley High School was his last school. Outfielder, 5'10". Isaiah watched one go by, strike 1. Call strike. Another strike he watched. That went inside. Strike two. Ball way down in the dirt and outside. 2 balls, one ball, 2 strikes. Here's a payoff pitch. He wanted to lurch out there after it, but he did not chase. Left that ball outside, 2-2. Pitch on the way. Ball is down. 3-2. Full count. Whoa, got up a little high there. That's a ball. Walks in another run. Score is now 8-2. 3 walked-in runs. In the bottom of the 7th inning. One out. Ball high. Ball 1. Strike 1 right down the middle. To number 5, Wilbert Espinal. He's a junior utility player from Marietta, Georgia. Murray State College was his last college. A nice hit right between first and second base. Scores 1 run. Another run's coming to the plate, and he's going to be out at the plate. Good try, good speed, but a great throw from right field. Good play by the catcher to receive that ball. Good throw. And the Alabama State player was hustling. He was close to it, but just a good play all around. Batter up right now is Juan Cruz. Sophomore first baseman out of Apopka, Florida. Apopka. Say it again. Apopka, Florida. 6'5". Guys at the corner. Strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. And as I said before, runners on the corners. Nice shot to the center fielder, and he's right there on the ball, playing it like a champion. Hauls it in, and that ends the runs in that inning, but 4-run score on a lot of walks and other sort of things. Score now 9-2 in favor of Alabama State. We'll be right back.
So you might be wondering, where do we go next? Well, stay tuned, because we're just getting started.
on to a year of existence. We've been doing camps and clinics across the country. We did a 33-city tour where we handed out COVID supplies, handed out food to those in need, and a lot of kids of color received their first bat and glove because of the Players Alliance. So you see the connections here, how all these guys came together and said, we see where we are, but we know we can do better. We know we can go further.
The thing that the Players Alliance is doing is offering something that's far more powerful than equipment. Access is great. Opportunity is tremendous. Hope is a difference maker.
We need more diversity in our game, not just on the field, but everywhere. Front offices, commissioner's office, everywhere. And those two goals continue to bring this group together. We're going to commit over the next 10 years $100 million of funding at a minimum to the Players Alliance. That number could be as high as $150 million.
It's one thing when the staff is out there doing it. It's another thing when Granderson is out there doing it.
This is a big step moving forward. This is going to allow us to continue to keep doing all the things that we said we're going to do, that we've already been doing, and we'll hopefully continue to do more things as we build from this moment on.
It's been 3 years since we started this. Time flies. But our vision is falling right into place. Let me show you what we've been up to.
Top of the 8th at Patterson Field. Jeff Johnson here with you. Flyball Jubilee player brought to you by the Players Alliance. Tuskegee's back up to bat. Alabama State in control of this game so far. This scrimmage game, because it is a scrimmage game. And a cut was taken. I think it might have been a foul tip, but it's strike one. That is number 37. Shadi Colon. He's from Rio Grande, Puerto Rico. And he's a lefty who's trying to bring it in. 1-1. And another cut on that one. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three. One down. Up next, another batter for Tuskegee. Okay, I don't know if he called it just strike one on that one. Another great pitch right down the middle. Fastball down the middle. 2 strikes. Strike 3, giving it a wave. Juan Cruz doing his thing. Coming in, making good pitches, making batters miss. First pitch, down and outside, 4-1.
Hey, Lindo, is that microphone in your bag?
Pitch floated outside for ball 2. 2 outs, no man on base. Top of the 8th inning.
I was asking is the microphone inside of your bag?
And here's a pitch down. 3 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Ball high, he earns him the walk, and he is making his way on down to first base. Almost fell. It stumbled right there. These guys all traveled here today. The ladies traveled here today. It's been a big day for everybody, and with the weather, we had a lot of quirky things going on with travel, but people have made it here, and we're glad of that. We got a huge weekend. Here's a windup in the pitch. Swung on, missed. Strike 1. 2 outs. Another swing on pitch. Strike 2. But the ball got away from the catcher, moving the runner at first over to second. Got a very speedy runner on second base, creating a little bit of havoc out there for the catcher and the pitcher, but the pitcher's been holding steady. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 8th. And he got a wave, and that will set them all down. No runs for Tuskegee right there. Alabama State, 9. Tuskegee, 2. We'll be back in just a minute.
Alexander White, CEO of Minority Baseball Prospect. This is our second MVP HBCU Home Run Derby, and guess what we at? We at Truist Park.
What's up? My name's Gabe Vasquez, and I just won the Home Run Derby. You know, it's every little kid's dream to, you know, be in a Home Run Derby and win it. And Minority Baseball gave me the platform, gave me the opportunity.
Reggie Hollins of Minority Baseball Prospects, the president and COO. We're here live in Gastonia, North Carolina for our 2022 underclass All-American game.
Especially being in this beautiful park, ballpark of the Palm Beaches, man, with the best players in the country.
So you might be wondering, where do we go next? Well, stay tuned, because we're just getting started.
We're back, everybody. This is the Flyball Jubilee. Jeff Johnson here with you, bringing you the action in this really unique kind of scrimmage game between Tuskegee and Alabama State University, all part of this incredible Flyball Jubilee weekend. We got baseball, softball, education, inspiration, all going on right here, courtesy of our good friends from the Players Alliance and Minority Baseball Prospects. Up now batting for Alabama State is number 4, Alex Esplat, infielder freshman from Seminole, Florida, Seminole High School. Strike 1. Ball was a little bit down from the Tuskegee pitcher. 1-1. Here's a pitch. He beat it out to first base, a hard hit, but boy, that first baseman was right on it. Got it, and we're having some throwing errors on the infield throw around. But hey, it's fall ball. But even in fall ball, you still want to make sure you're crisp, that your infield and everybody feels. But of course, everybody's still feeling each other out. So, you're going to have little mishaps every now and then. Up now is number 24, Cameron Douglas, out of Woodstock, Georgia. He went to Georgia State University. That was his previous school. Played ball there. So here we go. Ball through. Pass ball. Ball 1. That was a mighty swing he put on that ball, and it is out of here. Home run, left center, right over the leveling the playing field. Well, he leveled that baseball all the way around, talking to everybody as he comes around and touches home plate. Score 10-2 right now in favor of Alabama State University. Now batting for Alabama State, Andrew Wells out of Midland, Georgia. Columbus High School was his last school. You got a lot of freshmen that are in here, and they're trying to show they want to make the team. They want to make sure they can play, and that's what they're doing. They're trying to show the coach what he's got. Another great stop by the catcher. That catcher has been working today for Tuskegee. Ball 2. And here's a windup and the pitch. Got him that time with a nice crafty little strike, a little, I don't know what you call it, slider maybe. But it worked. And here's the pitch. 2 strikes, 2 balls, 1 out. That ball's a little up. Brings it to a full count. 10-2 is the score. Bottom of the 8th inning. That catcher tried his best to frame it. It was just a little outside. Tried to bring him back in, but couldn't do it. Sends him walking down to first base. 1 out. Up now, number 25 batting is Jorge Bello, sophomore out of Orlando, Florida. He went to Mount Verde Academy. And he puts it on the ground over to third base over to second base. They're going to try to go for 2. And did he do it? No, he was safe. He was off the bag. And the ball came loose, as a matter of fact. Number 9, Mason Grube will be playing now. He's a freshman. He's a catcher out of Knoxville, Tennessee. Ball up. 1 ball. He puts it right between the shortstop and the third baseman, moves a man over to second base, and on his way to first base right now. 2 outs. And that brings up number 19. 13. That brings up number 13, Tyler Holmes, another freshman, trying to get those freshmen in as much as possible. Tipton, Georgia, Tift County High School, previous school. Ball one. Strike on the outside corner of the lefty. Oh, down two. Got him leaning.
Nick, go to the batter.
Pitcher trying his best to hold the second base or hold the runner on second base. Here's the pitch, a little high, 2-1. Third pitch is fouled back, and brings it to 2-2 with 2 outs. Why am I hearing that one? Oh, no, all right. Oh, punched it right through first base to second base. Going to throw it over to third as much as he could. And he's going to stop it. He's still running on the second while they were trying to make that long throw. That throw from the right fielder. If he wouldn't have thrown it, he would have stayed right there at first. But he made the attempt. Runner from first moved over to second. Now they have runners at second and third. And an opportunity for number 17, Zaylen Smith, out of Douglas, Georgia, to bring in a run. 11-2 is the score now. Ooh. Ball one. Foul back. 1-1. Pitcher out there contemplating what he's going to pitch. Try to get this young man out. He's got the pitch. Here it is. Try to get a curve to go in there, but nah. 2-1. Another swing at it. Fouls it off. 2-2 still. And he got him there, set him down. He wanted to go after it, but he did make the swing. And that brings us to the top of the ninth inning with the score 11-2. You're at the Flyball Jubilee in Montgomery, Alabama. We'll be back in just a minute.
Community Catch is a new activation that we have here at TPA where we just want to share the love with a ball and a glove. So we want to do that. We want to engage with these kids as best as we can. We want to teach them to have love for baseball. There's a lot of people in this community that stand up for the kids here, and we want to come in and show the representation that they look just like us and they can be just like us. There's a lot of people here today. We got My Brother's Keeper. We're doing a partnership with them. We got people in the community that show up for the kids. We got former big leaguers and current professional baseball players. There's so much knowledge and so much love to go around.
The biggest thing for today with the Players Alliance being here today is, one, of course, you have the kids, but then you also have the adult presence. And one of the things we started seeing right now, as we try to get more kids playing, kids that look like us, we have fathers and brothers and uncles that are saying, okay, I haven't played catch with them, or I didn't play. How do I get involved with it? So we're showing you that you can come out even not having any baseball experience and still have a good time. If you look at most baseball movies historically, there's always a father and a son playing catch. We want to make sure we replicate that. And it doesn't have to just be fathers. It's that person who you think is the father figure in your life. That could be big brother, that could be a neighbor, that could be uncle, that could be your father, whoever it happens to be, or in this case, former professional baseball players. And that's why we're here today.
And I won't let you go. I won't let you go. You are not alone. And I won't let you go.
Well, folks, back at the top of the 8th inning here at Patterson Field. Jeff Johnson with you. The new pitcher for Alabama State is Jackson Christensen from Pocatello, Idaho. Went to Parkland Community College. Now here on the hill facing Tuskegee University. And he is a junior, so we'll see if he's got some experience here. Swung on the first pitch, hit a sharp grounder to the first baseman, picked it up, took care of it himself, 1 down. Had a little shot of Coca-Cola right there, ladies and gentlemen, but there's a swing and a miss. Strike one. Ball's up high for ball one. 1-1 is the count. One's across the board. And it hits the ball back up the middle. Shortstop chases it, charges it, and tries to barehand it. Doesn't make the barehand. And that should be a hit. Big cut right there. Strike one. Base runner trying to inch his way, and he goes. We get a throw from the catcher, about right on top of him. Oh, great throw. Maybe a little outside, maybe a little down. The second baseman or the second baseman had to kind of come over a little. But he makes it into second. Swing foul back. 2 balls, no strike. 2 strikes, no balls. No balls, 2 strikes. Same thing no matter how you say it. Here's the pitch. And he took a mighty cut. Came up empty. 2 down. For Alabama State, Jackson Christensen on the mound. First pitch by Christensen, a strike. Tuskegee has a man on second base, trying his best to get over to third. Pitch by Christian, a big cut on it, foul ball back. 2 strikes, 2 outs. Christensen comes set, looks down, throws the ball, hits it right back up to the shortstop. Shortstop hands it and throws it over to first base. And that ends that top half of the 8th inning. We move to the bottom of the 8th. Score 11-2. We'll be back.
Texas, where we still riding swangers and put diamonds in our necklace. Pour drink inside my lemonade till it look like a Pepsi. See, I come from the D where we got checks and we be flexing. If you ain't from my state, then you should know don't mess with Texas.
Okay, Swaggy and Sassy, what was it that you wanted to show me?
Grandpa, you said the Swaggy chain harnessed the power and spirit of the Negro Leagues, waiting for someone with the passion and determination to unlock it. Something amazing just happened. I think I activated the power.
Yes, you should have seen him throw the ball like the legend Satchel Paige.
That's remarkable, Swaggy. You have the opportunity to carry on the legacy of thousands of talented players.
Whoa. I had no idea there were so many.
The Negro Leagues were filled with talent and resilience. It wasn't until recently that over 300 of those players were acknowledged in the Baseball Hall of Fame. There was Willie Brown, known for hitting the home runs. Ben Taylor, known as the best first baseman in the game.
All right, we're back. Bottom of the 8th. And we have number 11, Nigel Jenkins, sophomore out of Pike Road, Alabama, Pike Road High School, another freshman, coming up. Ball 1. Ball down. Ball 2. We got the ball coming in. Oh, ball's outside, so we got ball 3. Sometimes, folks, when he gets into these later parts of the innings, and you're trying to let a lot of people pitch in these kind of scrimmage games, some of the pitchers just can't keep the control, so a lot of walks happen. Just like, oh, that's a strike. That's a strike. But as I was saying, they would, it lengthens out the innings is what it does. So, but they're trying to get as many of these young men in here so they can get seen. Here's the pitch. 3-1 is the count. Another strike. This number 11 seems like he doesn't want to swing the bat. Let's get on base. Come on, number 11. Here we go. Here's the pitch. Outside. He did get his walk. Coming up now is number 46. That is T.J. Neal out of Atlanta, Georgia. Griffin High School. High school of them Beckham boys. Tim. Jeremy. Terrorizing the base paths for Tampa Bay. Man on first base, getting his lead. Pitch is coming in. Nice hit out to left field. He makes the grab, sends the man back to first base. 1 out. As you can tell, ladies and gentlemen, we've been watching a lot of good baseball here. We got number 46. T.J. Neal, there he is. No. Yeah. No, number 40's up right now. That is Jackson Williams from Smyrna, Georgia. Ball goes outside. Ball 1. Pitcher looks over, checks on the runner. Throws it down with a nice pitch right in there. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Hits it right through the hole, first and second. Right fielder comes up, throws it in to prevent any more leakage of runners moving over. And number 4 for Alabama State comes up. That's Alex Esplat. Out of Seminole, Florida. Ball 1. And here's the pitch. A little high. Ball 2. Here comes the pitch. He hits it high, hits it out to right field. Right fielder camps up under it and then gets the ball and throws it in as fast as he can. But the second baseman tagged up and is on third right now. We got runners at first and third. 2 outs. Number 24 up to the plate right now. That is Cameron Douglas out of Woodstock, Georgia. He's a tall young man, too, 6'5", he's listed at. 1 ball. No strikes. 2 outs. Pitcher comes set. Here's the pitch. Oh, a hard hit ball right to the shortstop. Shortstop gave it a good effort. Went right underneath his glove. Run scores 12-2. 2 outs. Runners on first and second for Alabama State. Hang in there. You about ready to go to sleep? Wish you had a kill switch on one of these. All right, we got a nice hit right out to center field. That's going to score another one, and he could score 2, but he's not going to go. We got to jump. He's out there in the middle. Got him in the rundown. Got him in the rundown, and he's out. He went a little too far on that turn and got caught up. And but they scored another 2 runs, I think, in that inning. That brings the score to 13-2 in favor of Alabama State University. We'll be right back in a minute for the top of the 9th inning.
And there's Oscar Charleston, fearless, and can steal a base with ease.
Wow, that was amazing, Swaggy!
Just like that, Swaggy. You're embodying the spirit of these legendary players.
It's been 3 years since we started this. Time flies. But our vision is falling right into place. Let me show you what we've been up to.
Alexander White, CEO of Minority Baseball Prospect. This is our second MVP HBCU Home Run Derby, and guess what we at? We at Truist Park.
What's up? My name's Gabe Vasquez, and I just won the Home Run Derby. You know, it's every little kid's dream to, you know, be in a Home Run Derby and win it. And Minority Baseball gave me the platform, gave me the opportunity.
Reggie Hollins of Minority Baseball Prospects.
We're back, top of the 9th inning. Pitching now for Alabama State is number 20, Juan Barros, sophomore out of Cayey, Puerto Rico. He was at the Puerto Rico Baseball Academy, and he's on the hill tonight on Patterson Field in this scrimmage, Tuskegee and Alabama State, part of the Players Alliance Flyball Jubilee. Here's the pitch. Swing and miss. Strike 1. Strike 2. Ball's down, kind of in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Juan Barros, 6 feet tall. 195. Brings some good pitching mechanics to the hill here. And here's a pitch down. That poor catcher's been in there taking the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune. Umpire giving him a little bit of a break. And great pitch. Heavy swing, but a miss. 1 out. Pitch is coming. Set. There's a pitch. And it's down. Ball 1.
Anybody needs to go to the bathroom, just set your camera and go.
2-1. No strikes. 2 balls, no strikes. Foul ball back to the backstop. 2 balls. 1 strike. There's a pitch. It's a foul ball down the first base line, but well foul. And here's the pitch. They thought that was a strike. Went into their motions of catcher and the pitcher, so the pitcher could try to get out of the way. The catcher was getting ready to throw down, but no good. Full count. 1 out. Hit it right through the hole and on to first base. That was a good at-bat. Left-handed pitcher looking right at the runner on first base. And here's the pitch. And it's down, and the runner goes on a pass ball. I don't know if you would call that. I don't know. You know, that's a tough one. I don't know if he should have blocked it but ball got passed. The man's on second. Getting ready for the pitch. Man on second base. Here it is. Big swing and a miss. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Hit it right down again. Oh, great grab by the shortstop. He was going to try to go over to third. He thought the runner was going to try to make it through, but he did not. Base hit. Man on first and second. It was a big hack taken, but to no avail. Strike one. Here's the pitch. And the runner's going on down to third and made it. And that was a strike as well. Setting himself up. Looking good here. Got men on the corners. Ball goes down. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And it's up high. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count. And there's a pitch. Foul ball back. And that was a ball. We've got going to bring a pitcher in. That's number 20, getting ready to get relief. Getting ready to get moved down. While he warms up, we'll take a quick little break, let him warm up, and we'll come back in just a minute. Score's 13-2.
President and COO, we're here live in Gastonia, North Carolina for our 2022 underclass All-American game.
Especially being in this beautiful park, ballpark of the Palm Beaches, man, with the best players in the country.
So you might be wondering, where do we go next? Well, stay tuned, because we're just getting started.
We're now into a year of existence. We've been doing camps and clinics across the country. We did a 33-city tour where we handed out COVID supplies, handed out food to those in need, and a lot of kids of color received their first bat and glove because of the Players Alliance. So you see the connections here, how all these guys came together and said, we see where we are, but we know we can do better. We know we can go further.
The thing that the Players Alliance is doing is offering something that's far more powerful than equipment. Access is great. Opportunity is tremendous. Hope hope is a difference maker.
We need more diversity in our game, not just on the field, but everywhere. Front offices, commissioner's office, everywhere. And those two goals continue to bring this group together.
And we are back. We had a pitching change. Pitching now is number 15, Jacob Loeffler. He's a freshman, 6'4", from Cocoa Beach, Florida, Merritt Island High School. 1 out. Runners on first, bases loaded, and here's the pitch. Ball outside, good block by the catcher. Score is 13-2. A couple good runs for Tuskegee would be very, very appreciated by the coach and their fans. So let's see what happens here. We've got 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Here's a pitch. That one's down, gets away from the catcher. We're going to score a run. And we've got men at second and third with 1 out. And ball 1. Strike. First strike. 1-1. And nice hit out to center. Well, actually, the shortstop goes over. He missed it. He looked down to see about trying to throw it in and took his eye off the ball, dropped it. He knows it. Scores a run. 4-13 right now. Men on first and second. 1 out. And there we go. Strike 1. Two balls, one strike. I mean, one ball, one strike. Ball is outside. Catcher tried to frame that up, but didn't work. 2-1. Pitcher comes set. Throws a strike in there. 2-2. And there's one in the gap. Right fielder tries to get over there, misplays it a little bit. And we've got a full pond of ducks out there for Tuskegee. One out. Oh, wow. Here's the pitch. Strike. 1 strike. Ball to the backstop. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 strikes. Starting to say stuff. Great night of baseball, long night of baseball. Got a lot of great events coming up. Big game at Auburn on Sunday. The actual Futures All-American game. Should be fantastic. Softball game tomorrow. Futures MSP softball game should be great. 2 strikes. And there is a ball that's hit into the stands. Got him. Punched him out. I really think that was kind of a let's get out of here call. All right. What Tuskegee does not want to do is just leave these guys out here. Got 2 outs. Got to try to manufacture something here. Ball's a little high. 2 balls. Good pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs. And that was a lazy pop-up to right field. Shuts it down. And let's see. We're just kind of looking right now to see what they're doing. We are bringing somebody back out. We'll see how many more innings they're trying to do, how long they're trying to go here, because here it is. It's 11:19 Central Standard Time, 12:19 East Coast Time. And I think that's what these coaches are saying. They're trying to figure out what we're doing here, how long we want to stay. This brings us to the bottom of the ninth inning with the score 13-4. Tuskegee's pitcher's up. Alabama State is at bat. And here we go. Pitcher comes set, delivers a pitch, comes inside, a little inside. Ball one. Pitch outside, ball two. Pitch inside, ball three. Walk. One walk right now. Coming up is number 9, Mason Grube. Mason out of Knoxville, Tennessee. Again, we want to wish all those folks that are out there in all the places affected by the flood. We want to make sure that you guys are all right, and I hope everything is good. A lot of people had some tough times there. Praying for everybody. Here's the pitch. Gets past the catcher. And got a man on second base right now. No outs. Big swing at the ball. 1-1. Here comes the pitch. High and outside, man goes down to third base. Three balls, one strike. And here is the pitch. And a big cut at it. Brings it to count to full. And a walk. And the pitch is gone. Hit right up. Oh, the left fielder tries to get it, and there's no way he's going to make that catch. Run scores, and it's a hit. Men on first and second. 14-4 is the score. That would usually be considered a something, but I don't know yet. Just decided. Ball one. Fans have definitely thinned out. Again, this was a scrimmage between these two historically black colleges. Great history of baseball at both of them. And that ball gets right through. And that will be another through ball. And men move over to second and third. Foul ball. 1 strike. No outs. Ball, a strike 2. Full, brings it to a full count. Men on second and third. And there's a walk. Folks, we're going to let the game continue on. We really appreciate everybody coming out and being a part of this, but we're getting to that part of the night where it's getting a little late. So we'll continue our best to let you guys watch this, but remember, there's so many other things that are coming up. Make sure you take a look at the stream tomorrow. The softball game tomorrow. The workouts are going to be happening tomorrow. Then the big game on Sunday at Auburn. It's going to be a wonderful weekend of baseball at the Flyball Jubilee. And here is a pitch, and it's down. Ball 2. Ball's up. Ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. Men on first and third. And second. Full count. All the bases are full. 3 and 1. And another walk. Walks in a run. It is 15-4. Ball 1. Strike 1. Here we go. And he got hit by a pitch. And that brings in a run. It'll be 16-4 now. No outs. Strike one. Ball's outside. Nobody's going to advance. And a ball right back up the middle. That's going to score at least 2. And he's coming all the way in. Gets cut off by the pitcher. And 2 more runs scored. 18-4 is the score. Yeah. Folks, it's getting a little late. Runs are running up. And Jeff Johnson is signing off. Thank you all so much. We will see you tomorrow, but you can still see the game. See ya.